Been a while though. I think it's been a while since we've been over here, man. But check this out, man. It's a little shaky. It's a little shaky, man. All right. So we have been to Maumee, Ohio, a few times. I know we've been there during the peak season. We've been there doing most of the peak season. We've been there a lot. Been to Ohio a lot. I think we came a few weeks ago, man. I want to say, not exactly to Maumee, but to like Obed's. We gotta go to Obed's. So we've been there like once, but we're headed there, man. UPS, of course. So we're headed there. Drop this load, and after we leave there, man, we're going to Texas. So, in this vlog, man, I'm gonna show y'all, man, some bagging and all of that, man. Once you go to the UPS, normally when you get on UPS grounds, you don't really have to do a whole lot of stuff. You got to check in. They tell you where to go, stuff like that. We usually just drop the trailer whenever we first walk or drive in and then get it. But, all depends on, all the UPSs are different. So man, we'll cover that. We'll cover some bagging, man. I got to get fuel, so y'all see me get fuel, man, and all that. And what it's like on this road, man. So let me start by saying this. If you're looking to get into any type of driving, whether it's long haul driving, whether it's, daily driving, home daily jobs, stuff like that, man. I try to cover most of it, especially when we're doing containers. Most of the containers are going to be home daily. So we cover that and go back and look at some of the videos. We did a couple of home daily gigs, man. We was at home doing some local work. We was kind of waiting till the Green Monster get fixed. So we got new tires on the Green Monster. Got the air working and everything, man. So everything is 1,000 with it. Another thing, man, I want to share with y'all is why I got started, man, in trucking. So this vlog is about why I started trucking, what made me want to get into this career, and where I am now with it. So to start things off, man, I started this journey in 2009. I left, went to a school in Arkansas called C1 Trucking. It was a little truck driving little institute. Had been around for a while, and it was in North Little Rock. And went there, man, for it was a 3-week class. Now they got them at colleges and stuff like that, like little community colleges. You can go, for a couple months and whatever. This one, particular one, most of them that you go to are gonna be 3 weeks. Now you can shorten that 3-week period if you go and get your permit and stuff like that before you actually go to the school. So if you go get your permit on your own and you apply for the school, you're only gonna be there like a week and a half or 2 weeks at the most. So because you come in there with your permit, you're gonna go straight to the pad, what they call the pad. And the pad means you're gonna go on the course, do your backing, do your straight line backing, your offset backing, all that kind of stuff, your 90-degree backing. So it all depends on if you do what they do at the school. Us, we had to learn the serpentine, which was kind of crazy because I don't know nobody gonna do any kind of serpentine bagging. If you don't know what serpentine bagging is, you're gonna go through different cones like an S, but backwards. So we did that course, and of course we did the 90-degree. They had like a 90 and a 45-degree backing little exercise. So that's all fine and dandy when you learn that, like I said, in the schools, or just to get you your CDL, then you go out and learn everything else. And so I went to C1 Trucking, man. We had to learn the serpentine, which was the hardest one to do. And after that, you know, that was it. But I went to that school, man, 3-week course. You go in, you're going to take the first 2 days, you're going to, you know, do your whole, you know, general knowledge, reading the book, and different things like that. But that was my choice to go there, man. I was going to go to like Jackson. I could have went to Jackson, Mississippi. Went down to A1. I think it was like A1 Trucking. You know, there's a couple of places in Jackson that I could have went to. But went to North Little Rock. Got that. And after that, I started driving, man. But the reason I got into it, that I had, man, exhausted like all my options as far as working 9 to 5. 9 to 5 just wasn't my thing, you know. We worked them for a while. Don't get me wrong. You know, worked at 9 to 5s. You know, and I worked at you know, correctional state penitentiary. Worked there for a while. So, you know, ended up getting out of that, man. But basically, I got into trucking because the money, for one. And, you know, they gave me a chance to do other stuff, you know what I'm saying, to learn live a different thing. Then, man, you know, truck driving was considered, you know, not a lot of people were doing it, even in the 2000s. It started becoming popular, man, like over time. You know, everybody wanted to get into it, everybody wanted to, you know, learn how to drive, or, you know, everybody kept hearing about the money. So that's why a lot of people want to get into trucking. Me, it just wasn't nothing else to do, man. On the 9 to 5 jobs, you're either making $8-9 an hour, you know, we're getting paid every 2 weeks. So, you know, I figured, man, this day and age, you know, even at that time, you need to have something that you're getting paid every week, man, to even sustain, you know, keep up, you know, being able to pay your bills and different things like that. So I got into trucking, man, for the money. You know, my kids were smaller at the time. I think my kids they was around 4 or 5 years old at the time. And so I ended up you know, driving from 2009 to like 2012. And so I drove, man, for a while. Ended up, man, I had my accident in the truck, man, which was scary as shit. Had my accident, man. It kind of scared me a little bit. I got out of the truck for a while. I actually got out of the truck for some years. You know, I became, you know, got into law enforcement, did that. And so now, man, I'm back in trucking. You know, fast forward all that. Back into trucking, man. I got back into it in 2017. Now, 2017, my wife now, you know, she was driving. She was convincing me to get back out here. It was different. Hey, come on out here, man. It's different now. You know, it ain't like you used to know. It ain't what you used to know. It ain't like I used to be. You know, and I was still kind of, you know, like, you know, shying away from getting into it. So I was like, you know what, screw it, man. I got to, been talking to one of my partners, man. We used to work in law enforcement together, man. And my guy Tabar, we used to talk about getting back into the truck. And he was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get back in it. So I started asking questions, started asking around, you know, how this happened, you know, what you need to do and all that, man, because I was planning on being an own operator. So I said, if I get back out there, I'm gonna have my own truck. And so we got into that, but I had to go back to get my license. That was the craziest thing, man. I had been out the truck too long, so I had to go back, reapply for school, and, you know, do like a refresher type deal. Because because, I didn't have a medical card anymore. None of that, man. So I just went on and went back to school. So I ended up going to KLLM. And I went there, but they were trying to recruit you, get you to drive for them. But I was like, nah. I already had something else in mind. I just wanted to get the license back. And so I did that, man. So to take y'all on that journey, I went back in 2017. And so I took a little leave of absence out, on work. And I was like, hey, I had enough time saved up, and all that, man, to go ahead on and pursue that. And so I already knew how to drive. It didn't really leave me, you know what I mean? So I just had to go back and get the license. So we got the license, man. Got back into it. So we started working for J&J. So another partner of mine, man, was working for J&J. And he was like, man, come on and apply for them, man. They good, they cool. So we ended up doing teams. And we did teams with J&J, man. And for a while, we did it for a minute. And, had to get out of that. My son had hip surgery. So I had to get out of that for a while. And so I had to find another job. So we started doing local stuff, man. Went to JB Hunt, did that. I advise nobody, if you get into trucking, look, don't go to JB Hunt, man. Don't try to go there and do no containers. Don't try to go there and do don't try to go there and do nothing. You're not going to make any money. But, a good company, when I got back out here, the only, the good company that I say go to was J&J. J&J was pretty good, but they're like any other typical over-the-road type company. Dispatchers will try you, and they will try to make you do things you don't want to do. So I would say, get out there, let them know what you want to do up front. Don't hesitate. Tell them, hey, I got to do this. I want to be here on the weekends or whatever. Go ahead and lay out your whole, your plan, and, lay out everything that you need to know. Because if you go in there just, I do this. No, it don't matter if I go, be at home. They're going to take that and run with it, So, anyway, we got with J&J. Stayed with them for a while. And then after that, man, we went on to Roadrunner. After Jimmy Hunt was Roadrunner. And so Roadrunner was the company we still with containers. So I jumped into the container gig. We started doing containers, man. I had my own truck. Wife had her own truck. And that's how we got into that, man. So we still pull containers from time to time, mostly. Mostly we do drive in for UPS. But we'll pull containers, man. We do something local. We'll haul containers for, a couple of days, a week at the most. And the good thing about containers, you're gonna come home every day. So, that's a rundown on me, man. I did this. So I can get into this game and tell you, how well we're doing, how much money we're making. But y'all gotta understand, I've been doing this stuff since 2009. You know what I'm saying? Been in this game since 2009. So of course everybody can tell you how well they're doing right now, but nobody tell you how it is when you first start. Right? When you first start in this game, it's hard, especially if you're a rookie, brand new, green, never drove. It's gonna be a challenge for you, man. Everybody think it's easy and simple until they get out there and actually do it. So when you get into this game, man, come in this thing with the attitude of, hey, I'm not gonna be at home. Okay? Okay, how much the recruiters lie to you, what they say to you, you're not gonna be at home. Okay? You're gonna train someone for like 5 to 6 weeks. You're gonna train with a complete stranger you don't know nothing about. You don't know, you never seen, unless you know somebody that's in that game and you're lucky enough to get in that truck with them. But majority of the people that you're gonna meet, you go out with, you never seen them in life. So once you train with these folks, man, it's gonna be probably, I say, the hardest part for somebody, that ain't never been outside of where they live. If you've never been outside of your town, or, outside of the state where you're from and all that kind of stuff. Some people can't adjust. with someone. All right. Once you do that, once you get over that hump and get your own truck, man, go ahead and run. You know, get your experience in, man. If you got something else in mind to go to, always have a plan for the next move. You know, don't go in this game thinking you're just gonna, oh man, I'm gonna jump to the next job. You know, have a plan, man. Have a plan, because a lot of that job hopping, it follows you. You know, even though trucking is probably the easiest thing to get into, you know, it's just the hardest thing to stay in. You know what I mean? You just gotta find what fits you, man. You're not gonna find the perfect job. You gotta find what fits you. If it fits, then, you know, stick with it. But it all depends on if it fits you. If it doesn't fit your lifestyle, what you do, what you like to do, you know, you're not gonna stay at the job. It's just plain and simple. You're gonna end up leaving. You're gonna try to find another job, and you're gonna try to find another job. So you got to go to the job, man, that fits you. If it fits you, you're gonna do it. If not, you're not gonna do it. So, you know, it's just as simple as that. I'm trying to set this down, man. Give me a minute. Fits you, man. If it fits you, you know, you're going to stick with the job. But like I said, you got to find the job that fits you. If you know, if it's a job that you know, you want to be off on the weekends, you want to be, you know, you want to go to your kids' football game, or you want to go to their basketball games and stuff like that. You know, a lot of these just ain't the job for you, because you're not going to really get to do that. You know, especially if they're in high school and stuff like that. So a lot of these games, you're going to get home on Friday evenings and, you know, and Friday nights and stuff like that. So you're going to miss a lot of that, you know, that go to a lot of the football games and a lot of the, you know, whatever they got going on in school, man, a lot of school plays and, you know, different things like that. You're going to miss a lot of that. So this is not the job for you, man. If you're one of those parents, or you're one of those people that want to get into that kind of thing. So, it's not going to work for you. I'm just going to be honest. You know, but, you know, if it fits your lifestyle, if your kids are older, you know, they're not in school, or, you know, something like that, and, you know, you want to be at home on the weekends and kind of do your thing, then yeah, you know, like for us, you know, we get home, we out mostly 2 days, you know, mostly. But on this run, we're out a couple of days, so we're not going to get back until Saturday. Roughly Saturday morning, a little early Saturday morning, we'll get back. But most of the time, we get back on Friday mornings, you know, and we out, you know, we're talking 4 or 5 in the morning, you know, and, you know, you basically have your whole weekend. You have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I think we leave out on Tuesday evening, like 5 o'clock, so you basically got 3 to 4 days at the house, you know, and you're going to be ready to go back to work anyway. But you got your weekends, and, you know, so it's great during the summer. Winter, I don't too much care. But, you know, for me, man, I got started doing that. So when I got back out here, so it actually 2 different times. I got back out here, man, we started, you know, I started back, you know, doing this stuff. And, you know, it helped out, man. I started back, you know, trucking. And so it's been good. It's been good, man. I can't complain. Making decent money. Get decent time at home. You know, you spending time, and plus I'm spending time with my wife. You know what I mean? We're doing this together, so, you know, we're spending time on the road. So it's perfect. You know, that's the beauty of it. You know, I get to have, you know, my friend, my companion, my everything with me. You know, instead of like, man, I can't wait to get home, or, you know, I can't miss her, or whatever she is. literally right here with me. So that's a plus, man. That's a plus to have. So I would say, that's one of the reasons I got back out here too. I was able to do it with her. So, and then on top of that, she wanted to do it. So that's the good part. So we out here making the money together. So as y'all know, I be starting my own company. So y'all see the hat, man. Big T Wolf, man. I'm gonna get the name and the brand out there. Like, excuse me. So that's coming. But this vlog is just to let you know where I started from. Where I ended. I got back into it, and I just basically took a break from it, man. When I had the accident, just kind of shook me up, man. That was like my first time being in some kind of accident in a vehicle this big. You know what I mean? So that was a scary moment, man. That was a scary thing, So doing that, and spending the time where I ended up hurting my thumb, in that accident, man. So I had to, my workers' comp, chilling, inside the terminal, and shit was boring, and so I got back into the 9 to 5 range, I started back doing that. So I got back into, that type of world. And so I ended up, law enforcement. It was cool. Law enforcement was fun. Learned some stuff, and but stuff started getting crazy. Around that time, man, around 2017, 18, it started getting crazy. So I was like, I got back out of it, and I got out of it and went back into trucking. So, like I say, the game was different. When she told me it was different, this shit was different. So I ended up, back in this game, man. Back doing it. Back doing other things. So I would say, man, if you're looking to do it, hey, man, make your choices. Make the best choice for you, and stick with it, man. Like I say, if you're green and you just get into it, man, go back and check out some of the other videos. I talk about different jobs, man, what the best jobs to go to, local jobs and over-the-road jobs. So got a few videos, man, so make sure you go back, browse, and look at some of those videos, man. Get the videos thumbs up, make sure you leave a comment, man. That helps out the channel, man. Comments and likes help out the channel, right? Help with the algorithm, man. Help me get my view, get my video seen and ranked. So make sure you do that, man. Make sure, all right? Like I say, man, we are in Illinois right now, headed to Ohio, man. I got about 300 and so miles to go. I'll be dropping this, man. Matter of fact, I'll make another video, man, while I'm here, backing in and, going and doing the paperwork and different stuff like that, man. So y'all stay tuned for part 2 of this video. And I'll show y'all, man, all the backing and all that, man. If I got to do any kind of backing, and I will turn the camera on and I will let y'all see everything, man. So I'll try to get the cameras set up where y'all can see me backing in, unhooking, dropping the trailers and stuff like that, man. Let y'all see what we do at the UPS, man. So y'all stay tuned for that. Part 2 is coming. Also, man, part 2 of the rap that we doing on my wife's Can-Am, that's coming too. I would have did it, but we had to leave. So we had to leave, man, and jump on the road and come by. So I didn't get a chance to, get started on the other side. And started finishing the wrap up. So, but when we get home, we'll finish it up and get it done, man. So y'all stay tuned. Part 2 coming to this vlog, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. Big T Wolf.